Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another first installment of the Taped Up Podcast. I'm your host, Tristan, and I'm here with Eric and Ryan. Welcome
Hello.
back, boys. How are we feeling?
I am
vacation
feeling
there, Ryan.
wonderful.
You're out of the
It's
country
football. Huh?
You're out of the country for 8 months, dude. That's why we didn't do Taped Up Podcast anymore.
Yeah. Also on a bit of a vacation.
Yeah, I'd say.
But football is back. We are back.
Is indeed
An
back.
Aaron Rodgers vacation?
Yes. The jungle.
What does he call that?
I don't remember.
Ayahuasca?
No, he calls it something.
Darkness retreat?
Darkness retreat. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And the black man in the hat or whatever.
Oh yeah. He follows him around in his dreams now.
The Darkness Retreat. All right, boys. You
What a
guys want to start
goofball.
off with some records for this year?
I
Yeah.
reckon so.
All right, Ryan.
It
Start us
seemed-
in the division. We'll keep it cooking.
Let's start with the AFC East. So in order, I have the Jets winning the division, then the Bills, Dolphins, and then Patriots in last. I have the Jets going 13-4, 5-1 in the division. Bills 10-7, 4-2 in the division. Dolphins 10-7, 3-3 in the division. Patriots 5-12, 1-5 in the division. Patriots was it was tough to find some wins on their schedule. I gave them a couple that I wasn't too confident about. So that was a friendly 5-12.
I have the Bills winning the division at 11-6. Dolphins in second at 10-7. I have the Jets going 8-9, and I have the Patriots at 4-13.
You have no idea how good Aaron Rodgers is. I'm very, very high on the Jets this year.
I would like to be, but at the end of the day, it's the Jets.
Yeah, I get that, but
I ride with history, baby.
I'm
The
so
butt
high
fumble
on the
lives
Jets
on.
this year.
The butt fumble
Imagine.
lives on.
I got Buffalo Bills going 10-7. I got the Dolphins going 9-8. The Patriots going 5-12.
There we
Is
go.
that you like that? Is that pretty
Where's
good?
the Jets, pal? What about the
Jets.
Jets?
Jets, I have going 9-8.
Oh my
And
god!
I have the Bills winning the division.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I
Right
just
there,
don't.
talking about.
I don't know.
Man, I mean, as
I
long as their
want to
offensive
say that Aaron Rodgers will play good this year, but I don't know. Especially coming off that injury, so we'll see.
I mean,
I know it's a good roster.
as long as their offensive line is improved, they might have the best roster in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree, but
Their defense is crazy. Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams, crazy. As long as Mike Williams stays healthy, and that's a big if. Brees Hall, crazy. I really like Braylon Allen out of Wisconsin, too. He's a dog. So this will be like a top 3 roster Aaron Rodgers has ever had, in my eyes. That might be just me being a homer, but I'm going to go to the best division in the NFL.
AFC North.
AFC North.
The AFC North. I really thought the Browns. I thought I was gonna have the Browns winning the division. I have them coming in second behind the Bengals. Bengals I have going 12-5, 4-2 in the division. Browns I have going 12-5, 3-3 in the division. I think the Bengals will have the head-to-head over them. I don't know.
Excuse
I don't
me?
know. Yeah, I understand. Joe Burrow doesn't beat Cleveland, but
Okay, I'm just making sure that we get that.
I
in there.
know.
I'm just making sure.
And then after the Browns, I have the Ravens going 11-6, 3-3 in the division. I just have them pretty much splitting with everybody. And then the Steelers 9-8, 2-4 in the division. And I know it's been 35 years since the Steelers came in last. I think it's this. I think it's the year, buddy. So
Well,
Yeah.
I'm a little different than you. I didn't do divisional records, so don't worry about me. We're not as
I
fancy
didn't
as
either.
you
I
over
didn't
here.
either, so it's okay.
We're not as fancy as you over here, but I have the Ravens going 12-5. I mean, I think they've proven the last 4 seasons that they're a phenomenal regular season team, as long as they
Yeah.
stay healthy, of course. I have the Browns at 10-7. I would make them higher, but I don't like having Deshaun Watson be the only question mark for Cleveland winning football games this
that
year.
was my biggest thing. If it was
Yeah,
somebody
I
else,
actually have the Bengals at 7-10, and that's not me being a Bengals hater. I just don't have faith and being healthy, and with all the off-field drama this year, I don't have faith in them being together as a team like they were when they went on a Super Bowl run. So I have them at 7-10. That's probably the most asterisk team I have on my records this year, because anything can happen, right? Like Joe Burrow's can be as healthy all season long. They can all get it together, and they could go, 13-4, whatever. But I'm gonna put them at 7-10. And then I have the Steelers at 9-8. I think Russell Wilson will no longer be the starter come week 3.
Week 3.
Yeah. I think it's going to get ugly fast for Russell Wilson.
I agree. Anyways, with that being said,
Ryan,
I got
Eric
the Steelers going 6-11.
Oh my God.
I have
Mike Tomlin's first ever losing season.
I have the Browns going 10-7.
Okay.
Struggling with the quarterback position throughout the season because I know it's going to
No,
happen.
Deshaun Watson's a
I know
dog.
it's going to happen. I have the Baltimore Ravens going 12-5. They're going to win a division, possibly, potentially, Super Bowl. Super Bowl prediction.
Maybe we'll
and then
find
for
out
the-
in a little bit.
The Bengals, I have 0-17.
My dog. One of
Imagine.
us have to be the
All
hater.
right. Let me be real. I want to say 11-6, but
Okay.
I'll be real, I guess. But in my head, 0-17.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Let's
I'm not
let's hit the Browns
entirely-
real quick.
Because
You guys think
I have a
Deshaun Watson's
feeling if he gets hurt again, yes. And we're just going to have to fucking eat that. So.
Eat that. Then you'll be eating dubs with Jameis.
No.
Jameis Winston season,
No.
baby.
He's the best quarterback on your roster.
ETR.
We were talking about trading DTR 2
Okay.
weeks ago for a 7th round pick.
Okay. What was I going to say? Fuck. Oh,
What I was
about the
gonna say-
Bengals.
Oh.
The only reason why I have them going 11-6 is because isn't Jamar Chase? He's going to come back. I mean, obviously, he was
Yeah.
Wasn't he practicing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been to practice.
Yeah. I think he's gonna come back. Obviously.
It's T. Higgins' last ride.
T. Higgins. Is Tyler Boyd still on the team?
No, he's at the Titans.
No, where'd he go? The Titans?
Yeah.
Who else do they have at receiver?
Trent Irwin. That
Noah Brown.
white boy with the. They got Noah Brown today?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. I was writing the Cowboys down. I'm so sorry.
They just released him today. That's fine.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
My
but,
bad.
I think their roster's pretty good.
I'm not entirely
and then
sure.
Joe
how good their
Burrow's back and
defense is.
Joe Burrow-
That's my only thing.
Joe Burrow balls. So
Balls. Joe Burrow's balls.
except when he plays against Cleveland Browns, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Garrett's on that ass.
Okay. With that being said, we'll move to the AFC South. I've got the Texans. Winning the division at 11-6, 4-2 in the division. I've got the Jags right behind them. I really think the Jags are going to be good again. They were really good. They were leading the division until they were like the 3rd seed until Trevor Lawrence got hurt last year. I think they'll have a bounce back. 4-2 in the division. I got the Colts going 7-10, 3-3 in the division. I don't love Anthony Richardson, never have. And I've got the Titans going 6-11, 2-4 in the division. That's just because I have no idea what Will Levis is going to be. Pretty much, they've got
you
a
guys see they
stacked
traded,
roster
Traded what's his name? Who they
Malik
drafted
Willis?
2 drafts ago? Yeah.
to the Packers, brother.
Uh,
He's our backup.
nice, man.
Yeah.
AFC South, I have the Texans at 13-4. I have the
damn.
Jags at 11-6.
13-4.
Yeah, I think they upped their roster, and I think CJ Stroud's not gonna have a sophomore slump. I think he's just gonna ride the wave, baby. I have the Colts at 9-8. I was a big Anthony Richardson fan, but after this preseason game that I watched him participate in, and all the reports coming out that he actually can't throw a football, I'm not sold. The Colts were good last year, but they were good on Gardner Minshew, and I don't know. We'll see. Could be wrong. And then I have the Titans at 5-12, but that's a pity 5.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start lowest one to highest. Titans 5-12. I think the Titans are gonna have a good season off rip, and then they're gonna start plummeting down. Will Levis is he's gonna love the attention, and then he's just gonna break down. I think so.
He's fucking jacked.
He is.
Have you
He's
seen
huge.
that dude?
He is huge.
He's
Yeah.
huge.
But like I said, he's probably gonna get a lot of sponsors,
Hype and shit.
like Mayo and stuff. So,
Sponsored by Hellman's.
but anyways, I got the Colts going 8-9. Anthony Richardson, I don't think is gonna perform like everyone thinks he's going to this year. Jags 9-8 and Texans 11-6. Like T said, I don't think CJ is gonna have that sophomore slump. I think he's gonna come out balling again. He's offensive rookie of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Should have arguably been MVP, but whatever.
But that's my division. I got Texans winning it as well. So
Get a load of this guy. I think we all have them in the same order. I could see the Jags winning the division, though. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Doug Peterson's a proven head coach. He's won a Super Bowl.
no, but
in Philly.
Trevor Lawrence, brother.
He was balling at the
He
first
was
half.
balling until he got hurt.
After the
I mean,
hamstring
I
and
don't.
ankle problem,
there's
that's
nothing
when
I
shit got
can-
weird for him.
I can't hold it against him that he got hurt, but
Wasn't there last year? Wasn't someone comparing like the stats? It was
Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones.
the herd guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh,
Colin Coward.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that dude's a dipshit. But
Yeah.
sure.
No,
he's very opinionated. Not
he was
fact-oriented.
comparing. I think it was Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence. I think.
I remember
Mac
seeing the
Jones and
Mac
Trevor
Jones
Lawrence.
comparison
Was it
Yeah.
Mac?
Because
everybody hypes up Trevor Lawrence, everybody shits on Mac Jones, and they have
That
like
might be it.
the
But
same
yeah, that
stats.
is
But
it.
it's because their roles were reversed to the start of their season. The Jaguars were a dumpster fire, and the Patriots had a good season with Mac Jones. Like
Yeah,
that's how
it then.
stats work. If you do really good, your stats
Yeah.
start here instead of starting down here.
and I
It
think
takes you
Mac
forever
Jones.
to catch up.
I think Mac Jones is pretty good. Not gonna lie.
He's a good backup for Trevor Lawrence now.
I think the Giants should have traded for him. He's better than Daniel Jones. Gives him a shot. Anywho, that's gonna wrap up the AFC South. Let's go on to the defending Super Bowl champions division
Uh-oh.
in the AFC West. I've
There's
got
other
the.
people in that division.
I guess so. I've got the Chiefs going 12-5, 4-2 in the division. I could see them going 5-1. I think they'll split probably with the Chargers at least. And I've got the Chargers. I was really sleeping on the Chargers when I looked at their schedule. I have them going 10-7 and 3-3 in the division. I see them going 9-8 maybe, but I think it'll be somewhere around there. Don't love their receiving core. But I've got the Raiders going 7-10, 2-4 in the division. I think their defense will be really solid with Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins on the defensive line. Because, like,
Isn't their defense always really fucking good though?
I mean, I don't
Every
I don't
year
know about
almost.
always, but I don't know. I think you get to the quarterback like that, you'll be in a lot of football games. So I could see them maybe coming in second in the division, but
Yeah, I don't know if you guys watch the receivers at all, but Devontae Adams was explaining he got heated, and he was like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
like,
tired of not scoring on offense and the defense doing all the work. So I feel like you said, it's probably gonna be another one of those kind of seasons.
yeah. I mean, I think I'd have him higher if it wasn't fucking Gardner Minshew. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he could play
He played
decent,
well.
I guess,
Played
but
well against,
it's also a lot harder of a division, I feel like, than the fucking AFC South. But and then I got the Broncos going 6-11, 1-5 in the division. I get Bo Nix has looked good, but it's Bo Nix
against
and a bag of chips. They don't really have anybody. So, Pat Surtain.
You want to go or me?
I'll go. I'll just keep the order the same. I have the Chiefs at 11-6. We learned that they don't have to be spectacular in the regular season to win Super Bowl. So I have them at 11-6. I originally had them at 10-7, but I bumped them up one more win. I have the Raiders at 7-10, the Broncos at 6-11, and I have the Chargers at 4-13.
Really? That's just Jim Harbaugh hate.
No,
That's
actually
just
it's
Justin
not.
Herbert hate.
I think with the change in coaching, I think with the early Justin Herbert
I
injury,
put the clip up from last year.
I forgot all about that.
the early
I'm not gonna
Justin Herbert
lie.
injury, even though he'll be back week 1. By the way, he's my backup quarterback in fantasy, so there's going to be a little bit more love for Justin Herbert this year.
I forgot
And I
about
think with the big
Herbert's
offensive
foot.
change, I just think we're going to see a lot of close games and not winning the game. And
That's
it's not going to
been
be
the
anybody's
Chargers
fault in
story
particular.
for-
I just think it's just going to happen because of the new entire system.
that's been the Chargers story for the last 4 years. Close games.
Yeah,
not
except I
winning
think
them.
I think we'll see like what's the word I'm looking for? We'll see like the probability of them being the winning team moving forward. I mean, I think not this year, but the following year they might run the division. I just think with everything that happened thus far, with the change in running backs, they lost their entire receiving core. They moved tight ends. They have a new coach. Justin Herbert got hurt like the first week of OTAs.
Yeah, and it's
I just think with all that playing out, it's not going to be a good season for the Chargers, but it won't be like devastatingly bad.
Yeah. What you got, Mr. Pulfer?
All right.
Sorry to throw your government out there, but
it's all right. Las Vegas Raiders, I got going 6-11. Like you said, good defense. Gardner Minshew, a quarterback. We'll see how. I mean, he played well against the Colts last year, so we'll see. I got the Denver Broncos 7-10. Not terrible.
Yeah.
Chargers 9-8, and the Chiefs 12-5, winning the division. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Can we get a 3-peat?
Yeah, I think that.
Can we get a
3-peat? I think the Chiefs are really gonna try for that 3-peat.
Yeah, for sure.
But
they're gonna try too hard.
I mean, obviously, but I think they're gonna try in the regular season. They're gonna try as hard as they can to get that 1 seed, make it as easy as possible. But all right, that'll wrap up our AFC teams. Let's head on over to the NFC East. I've got the Eagles. I hate doing this. I think the Eagles are probably going to be pretty good again this year. At 11-6, I've got them going 4-2 in the division. I've got the Cowboys going 11-6, 4-2 in the division as well. The Giants, I have them down as 7-10. I think that's saying they can have like 2 pretty big upsets at least. I think if Daniel Jones plays halfway decent, the Giants might have the best defensive line in football with Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, and Brian Burns. I love Brian Burns. But I've got them going 7-10, 2-4 in the division, and then I've got the Commanders going 6-11 and 2-4 in the division. I like what's their coach's name? Dan Quinn. I think he went to the Super Bowl with the Falcons. I think he's a pretty good coach. They've been building up that defense with I know Bobby Wagner's older, but he's a dog. And
Still Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, you pair him with Dan Quinn. I think they'll be all right. I think Jaden Daniels will have win. I think Jaden Daniels will have a pretty good rookie year.
So originally I had the Cowboys going 12-5, but I forgot about the Eagles getting Saquon. And I think that's actually going to help them a little bit more, especially like in the blocking schemes. I think Saquon will be a big help for play action and stuff like that. So I've changed it up a little bit. I got the Cowboys at 11-6 and the Eagles at 11-6. It'll come down to the last game like it has the last couple years with them too. I actually have the Giants at 9-8. Something about the Giants.
I'm telling you, there's something there.
Something about the Giants.
Daniel Jones keeps his beard.
Nichols, Danny Pennies, I don't know, but it gives me a little chill, just like right here. And then I have the Commanders at 2-14.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm getting RG3 vibes with our little rookie sensation coming in. Unfortunately, he doesn't slide. He didn't slide in college. Doesn't transition usually well to the pros. Never has.
I get that. But who's our backup? Mariota? Oh, yeah.
Dude, I have no idea.
Oh, that'll leave you a couple wins. No, Heineke just got traded to the Chargers like an hour ago.
Oh, nice.
This is going to surprise both of you, I think.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Start low again, like I've been doing. So I got the I got the Giants going 6-11. Whatever, Giants. I got the Commanders going 7-10. Dan Daniels is gonna play decent, but I don't think anyone can gonna play like CJ Stroud for a while. I got the Eagles going 9-8. That surprise any of you?
No, I had them at 9-8 until I forgot about Saquon. That was my original poll for them, but I think Saquon's going to help them win a couple extra games.
Then I got Dallas Cowboys 11-6, winning the division, but choking in the playoffs.
What's new?
What's new, brother?
Go
to your NFC North here, Ryan.
I am going to the NFC North next, And surprise, surprise, I've got the Packers. I have it down as 13-4. I'll say 12-5. 4-2 in the. Look at our schedule. It's not a hard schedule.
I don't disagree.
I'll say 12-5 though, which I'm more than happy with. 4-2 in the division. I've got the Lions coming in second. I think they take a step back this year. I think their defense have gotten not extremely worse, but it's gotten much worse. I think their real run was last year. I think that's probably their window's coming to a close. They're going to be stop chanting Jared Goff's name in the stands here soon. We got the Bears going 7-10. That might be a little high. I don't like the Bears clearly, but with all the hype around Caleb Williams, if he plays good, they'll win some games. They're still the Bears, so I don't think they'll be too crazy. Going 3-3 in the division. I have the Vikings going 6-11 with Sam Darnold and 2-4 in the division. I think the Vikings start off hot, and then Sam Darnold returns to his normal ways.
Valid. I have the Green Bay Packers going 12-5, winning the division.
Whoa!
I've got the Lions going 11-6, and the 6 comes from the Packers. I have the Bears at 9-8. I think whether Caleb Williams is a bust or not, the offense is too good for him not to be somewhat successful in Chicago. So I have them at 9-8, and then I have the Vikings at 4-13. No faith. They were going to run with JJ McCarthy until he got hurt. So
I got the Bears going 6-11. I said I don't believe Caleb Williams is. I don't believe in the Caleb Williams hype like everyone else does. I got the Vikings going 7-10. Stop mocking me. I got the Vikings going 7-10. I like what Ryan said. You said something about Sam Darnold starting off really hot and then starting to fall down. I agree with that. And then I got the Packers going 10-7.
Fuck you,
Sorry,
bitch.
Ryan. I got Detroit Lions winning the division, finishing at 11-6.
You find me 7 losses on that Packers schedule, and I'll give you $100.
Huh?
All right, that's gonna wrap up the NFC North for us. Let's go down to the NFC South.
dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire.
Not a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people sleeping on the Falcons, but also a lot of people hyping up the Falcons. So it could go either way. I think Kirk's gonna be fine after his injury. That's my biggest thing. I think they go 12-5, win the division, 4-2 in the division. Got the Bucks going 9-8. I think Baker probably takes a step back from what he did last year. He played really good last year. Could prove me wrong. I don't know. 4-2 in the division. Got the Panthers going 7-10. I gave them probably 1 or 2 upsets on there. 3-3 in the division, and then I have the Saints going 5-12, 1-5 in the division. The Saints have a tough schedule. Not even a tough. They have a hard schedule and a shitty team. So yeah, it's gonna be tough for them, I believe.
I have the Falcons going 9-8. They said they're going to revamp the offense to focus more on Robinson this year. So I think that'll be a good change.
You think that's a bad thing?
No, I'm saying I think that's a good thing that they're doing
Still
that.
9-8.
However, if you'd let me finish my statement before rudely
You
interrupting,
said the record, brother.
I just think that Kirk Cousins don't got it. I think it's over for Kirk Chains.
Why do you say that? The injury? Strictly off the injury?
Strictly off the injury, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see.
He would have won MVP last year if he stayed healthy.
I disagree.
Did you see his stat? What he was on pace for?
It was going to be what you were talking about, Sam Darnold.
4,500 yards, 45 touchdowns.
I'm curious to see how both Aaron Rodgers and Kirk play after that injury. I don't think I've ever seen someone quarterback at that.
It does scare me that you know how they weren't playing Michael Penix in the preseason, so I don't know if they're scared Kirk's not ready or something. That's the only thing that kind of worries me.
Maybe that's why they drafted him.
But
moving forward from the Falcons going 9-8, I have the Saints going 7-10. Hard schedule and a lot of uncertainty in that environment right now.
Yeah.
I think
Spencer Rattler will start by week 10.
I said especially at the quarterback position.
Yeah. I have the Bucks going 9-8. I don't think anybody's taking necessarily a step back. I just think the division sucks. And I actually have the Panthers going 10-7. They brought in what's his name that helped Baker Mayfield get back on his feet in Tampa Bay, and also he also helped Jared Goff, and there was somebody else. I forget who else they were talking about, but he's proven to do some voodoo magic on quarterbacks for some reason and make them play really good football. So I'm gonna roll with the Panthers winning the division at 10-7, and Bryce Young having a comeback year.
I'd love that for Bryce Young. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd
a
give him a hug.
lot of shit talk last year on that young man.
All right. I got. Let's go with the Saints. 6-11. Same thing T said. Just the quarterbacks and everything in general with the offense is not looking good right now. And then the Bucks, I got 7-10. Baker Mayfield's gonna be Baker Mayfield. It's gonna be one of those years where, like he had in Cleveland, where he just does stupid shit.
How dare you turn your back on him after all he's done for you?
You watch your mouth, pal.
Typical Browns fan.
I got Carolina Panthers going 7-10. Atlanta Falcons winning the division at 10-7.
I can see that.
Valid, very valid.
I see where you're coming from.
Thank you, kind sir.
We're gonna go to the last division we got left. We're gonna go over to the NFC West.
The big one.
The 49ers scared me. I think they'll win their division regardless, but with the whole Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams thing, I think Trent Williams is probably a bigger deal than the Brandon Ayuk situation, but he's the best left tackle in the league. I would assume they'll get something done in the next 2 weeks, but I got them going 12-5, 5-1 in the division. I got the Rams in second going 10-7, could be 8-9. 9-8. It was a friendly 10-7. Got them going 4-2. We've got the Cardinals going 9-8, 3-3 in the division. I don't know what to think of Kyler Murray. It's been so long since I've seen him play football. I didn't watch a lot of Cardinals games last year, so. And I got the Seahawks coming in last, going 7-10, 2-4 in the division. First year head coach Mike McDonald or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Old McDonald
might take a minute, and I think Gino might have a fall back to earth type of season.
That's who it was. The coach for the Panthers. He was Gino's.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. You got Gino that new deal, so he can do that with Geno Smith. He can definitely do it with Bryce Young.
Yeah, I agree.
NFC West, I have the 49ers going 14-3. Having the best record in the NFL this year. I think Brock Purdy
potentially
is the man.
Without Brandon Ayuk and Trent, possibly.
Huh? They got the Trent deal done, didn't they?
No,
they
He's sitting out. He hasn't been in one practice.
Don't matter. They've got. Listen.
Well, if Debo gets hurt
in the backfield. Listen, they got some guy in the backfield.
Yeah, he stays healthy a lot.
That is unbelievable.
Last year wasn't the first year he stayed completely healthy or anything. But
hey, they got this one guy in the backfield that wears number 23. That is unbelievable. They got this other guy that had every quarterback record last year as far as passing goes.
Have you seen?
And everybody said it's because of the offense that he had and didn't give him any respect. He's going to come. Big cock Brock's coming, buddy. Cock Brock is coming.
Have you guys seen the stat where Brock Purdy has Debo? Wait, he doesn't have Debo.
When he doesn't? No. I have,
Big
but I don't
difference.
remember it.
He's like 0-6 or some shit.
Well, Debo just changes that offense.
Yeah, because he does everything, basically. Receiver, running back.
I'm with that.
But that's
what if he gets
only
hurt?
If they have Brandon Ayuk.
But here's the thing, right, Eric? They got Debo.
No, but he gets hurt.
But that's probably a different situation.
Next man up. I don't know. Big cock Brock, baby.
That's probably a different situation if Brandon Ayuk's not
there.
I think they'll do good this year. But
14-3, the 49ers. I got the Seahawks at 6-11. I got the Rams at 8-9, and I have the Cardinals at 10-7. Bounce back year for Kyler Murray.
I wouldn't mind it.
Big cock Brock.
I got the Seahawks going 8-9. Geno Smith, spin his face.
Tua.
I got the Arizona Cardinals going 7-10. I like that they have Marvin Harrison and they had Trey McBride. All of them decent, good, I guess, but I want to see it actually end season. So that prediction might change. So we'll just see. Got the Rams going 11-6. I don't like that. I would probably change it to 10-7. I'm gonna go ahead and just do 11-6 just because they're a decent team. And then the 49ers 12-5, winning the division.
Gotcha.
Let's not forget the Niners were Greenlaw injury away from winning the Super Bowl last year.
Guess who's not going to be playing probably the first
I'm not hating at all.
8 weeks in the
season. They're adapted without him now. That was just heat of the moment. Bro was trying to run on the field and snapped his Achilles. It happens, When I get excited like that, I snap my Achilles. I don't know. It just happens.
With all that being said about the predictions, let's go over to our early Super Bowl predictions. I've got top 3 in both AFC and NFC. We'll probably narrow that down halfway through the year. That sounds pretty fun. Out of the AFC, I've got the Bengals, Chiefs, and the Jets. NFC, I find it hard to pick anybody but the Packers, Niners, and Eagles. I think maybe I don't really see anybody else. Maybe the Lions, maybe, I don't know. But it's hard for me to find a fourth NFC team that I'm confident would make it that far.
I don't need 3. Need 3.
Uh-oh.
Get somebody pull up DraftKings right now. Put in something.
Put the house.
Something in.
It's just big
Put
me.
the bet in right now. Put the house on it. Niners.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
I knew you were gonna say Texans.
I thought you were gonna say Browns.
Niners.
Like, wait.
Texans.
I don't think so.
Bet the house on it.
I don't think so.
Bet the house on it.
All right. My top 3 in the AFC is going to be Chiefs, Texans, Ravens. In that order.
What about the Browns?
No. NFC, I got 49ers, Packers, Eagles. In that order.
Yeah, am I crazy for thinking I can't imagine any other NFC team
I can't see the whole NFC South making it. Not at all.
Yeah. Like I said, the Lions maybe could make some noise in the playoffs, but maybe the Rams.
The Falcons could potentially make some noise in the playoffs as well, but I don't see them going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. First year head coach. Maybe
the Bucks. Maybe the Bucks get one playoff game, and I don't know.
I think the Bucks. Playoffs. I don't think they're fucking winning anything though.
Other than that, I don't. Sam Darnold's not going to the fucking Super Bowl. Fucking Caleb Williams isn't going.
I'm texting my bookie right now. Niners Texans. Lock it in.
You know my bookie.
Got a bookie.
Buddy, I'm putting a bet everywhere. Putting a bet everywhere.
Okay, like I said, that was early Super Bowl predictions.
Yeah, it could change in the past.
Week 9
the Super Bowl
in the future.
Pick.
We'll probably come back week 9, week 10.
That is the Super Bowl pick.
See if there's anything we want to change or if we want to stick with it. We'll probably narrow it down to one pick by then. What are you going to say, Eric?
What's he say last year? Something Jags going to the Super Bowl?
Jags. Yeah. Remember that?
Trevor Lawrence got hurt, bro. I can't control injuries.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Can't control injuries. The AFC's lucky he got hurt. Fuck.
Are you going to stop recording again, or are you just going to keep it on one?
We'll just keep it on. I'm just going to separate the.
Yeah.
That was a long one. That was 38 minutes or so.
Okay. Okay. Other than Super Bowl predictions, probably our last thing we have for today is the player awards. Again, I have 3 for most of them. I've got MVP, Mahomes, Love, and Aaron Rodgers. What Aaron Rodgers do when they drafted Jordan Love out of spite? He won back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah, he was also.
And all this shit talk he's been having.
He was also like 32 and didn't have an Achilles injury.
No, it was 2 years ago, but
Well,
okay.
whatever. I mean, he's went from
How about
33 to
what do
80.
you have, T? Let's
MVP?
just go to the next. CJ Stroud.
MVP?
Fucking
You say
jackass.
what? I got CJ Stroud winning MVP.
That's it.
Stephon Diggs won't
What
cause any problems over there. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
mean, CJ Stroud had a legit argument to be MVP last year. If he doesn't take a step back, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he win it this year? He had the most passing yards.
You don't know what?
Didn't he have the most passing yards last year?
No, not even close. Jordan Love had more passing yards than he did. Yeah, he just had he had the best touchdown to interception ratio. That was his biggest
fact
thing.
check, please. I'm calling in a specialist.
Let's look it up.
my-
CJ Stroud stats. He had. I've gotten this argument at work multiple times, so I'm very confident. He had.
I mean, if you're confident, I believe you. I just thought he led it in the league last year.
Passing yards 4,100, 4,108, and Jordan Love had 4,159.
Who led the league then?
Tua
Oh, duh.
and like Dak.
I forgot about Tua.
Yeah, Hawk.
Bro, about Tua.
Went Tua, Jared Goff, Dak, Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, then CJ Stroud.
Hey,
CJ Stroud was 8th.
I want to change my answer.
Nope, keep that in there. Nope.
Yo, Eric.
We're leaving it in. Fuck it,
Eric,
we'll do it live.
Can we cut this out?
Cut your part out, I guess.
All right, cool. Yeah, so for MVP, I got Big Brock Cock.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I could see it. I'm not going to lie. I could see it just because.
Here's mine. You ready for this?
MVP?
Deshaun Watson. I'm kidding. All right, I have four.
Four banger.
Dang.
Patty Mahomes.
The whole season?
The whole
Patty Mahomes.
league?
Patty Mahomes.
Lamar.
Joe Shiesty.
That's a good one.
Bro, come on now. When he's healthy.
Joe Shiesty, though? Like, you couldn't say Joe Burrows. You had to say Joe Shiesty.
He's slurping
typical Bengals
Take
fan,
that
brother.
fucking shirt off, asshole.
I just said they're going 0-17.
Keep it rolling.
Lamar Jackson.
Say it.
Josh Allen.
Jordan Love.
Yo.
Okay.
That's in that order
I
though,
think-
because Jordan Love. I think he'll be a runner up for sure.
Obviously, I'm a Packers fan, so I'm biased. But I think a big part of my Jordan Love MVP case, which I already have a bet on. I already bet on them to win MVP, and I have a bet on the Packers to win the Super Bowl. But
you have an addiction.
I think a big part of that is how the Packers are the youngest team in the NFL, and it's by far. So if he improves from last year, I think that does wonders to like his MVP odds. Because CJ Stroud, yeah, whatever. His offense is stacked with veterans, with an okay running back. I don't love Joe Mixon. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people do. I don't love him. Same with Brock. Same with Patty. I mean, Patty's Patty, but yeah. Is that gonna do it for our MVPs, boys?
Yeah, I hate that it can't be somebody other than a quarterback anymore. Like we have to pick a quarterback. Like it can't be Tyreek.
That was a big conversation last year. Maybe that was. I said it was a big conversation last year. So maybe they do fucking. Try and give it to somebody else.
Not a quarterback. I would pick Tyreek Hill or Christian McCaffrey every day of the week, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, since it has to be a quarterback, I'm gonna go with the quarterback that hands the ball to Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. Let's go to Offensive Player of the Year, where your boy Tyreek Hill comes in. I've got Tyreek Hill. I've got Garrett Wilson. Aaron Rodgers loves targeting one receiver. I saw it the last 5 years in Green Bay. And I think Garrett Wilson's a dog. And this is the best quarterback he's going to have probably for quite a while. And I got CeeDee Lamb. He's probably like the number one option. He is the number one option in Dallas. I don't know how many options they have outside of him. So I think he's just going to have a big year in general. So, yeah.
I also have CeeDee Lamb, but I have Christian McCaffrey, and I also have Tyreek Hill. For obvious reasons for all three.
I got Tyreek, obviously. Chris McCaffrey, and then got throw one Browns player in there. Amari Cooper, give it to him.
What
Give it to
the
him.
hell?
Give it to him.
Amari Cooper.
What's
I
up,
think.
big
I
numbers,
think.
brother?
I'd obviously throw Chris McCaffrey in there. I have a hard time seeing him stay healthy. I'm not gonna lie. He was pretty healthy last year, and
He's been healthy ever
got
since he got
lucky.
to San Fran, though. In
I
general,
mean,
Hey, if he scores every
Sure.
game of the season, and
I think they'll
potentially
also not use him as much because I feel like last year they were chasing that consecutive games with a touchdown. They were
I don't think they'll
chasing that.
run him as much, but I
Yeah,
think they'll
he
still
won't get
utilize him in the
all
backfield.
those carries. He probably
I
won't.
think it'll be a lot more catches. I think we'll see a lot of Brock throws this year. A lot of more like 50 attempt games rather than the 40s that we saw last
down
year.
the field or
Yeah.
a little drop.
Dink and dunk. You know Kyle Shanahan's offense.
Yeah, it's going to be
Dink and
slants
dunk and then
screens,
throw a
buddy.
50-yard bomb to Ayuk over the top.
Why
or
wouldn't you
something.
when you got those athletes?
Yeah.
Right.
So defensive player of the year. I have Watt. I don't think he can get snubbed again. I think he should probably won it the last 2 years, probably. So I think it's definitely his turn. But other than him, I have Micah Parsons, maybe. And then I have Max Crosby just because I feel like he's had a lot of hype over the last couple of years. And if he has a decent season, like I think he will with Christian Wilkins on the defensive line, can't double team everybody. I think Max Crosby will have a good year.
I have Max Crosby first place because of everything he's been doing this offseason. He's really made like a household name for himself off the football field. And a lot of times I feel like that correlates to
Yeah, he's
winning
gotten a lot
awards.
more attention.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put him in first place, and then I have Watt and Myles Garrett second and third.
Okay.
No particular order between the two.
I'm gonna let Crybaby Watt get it, of course, first. He ran to Twitter as soon as he lost. Well, fuck Crybaby. Max Crosby. Max Crosby second, and I'm not gonna say Myles Garrett. I'm actually I want this to happen because I feel like defensive ends always win this majority of the time, right or wrong.
Yeah,
I'd say for the most part, yeah.
I want a linebacker to win it, and a linebacker I want to win is JOK from the Browns. That dude
I
is
was gonna say Fred Warner.
No, that dude is a workhorse.
Fred Warner's a good pick, though.
He is a workhorse.
Fred Warner would be my first linebacker pick, but you are right. He is a workhorse on the Browns. I can't lie. I do love that guy.
Oh yeah, I'm getting his jersey. That's the next jersey.
Okay.
You got a Baker Mayfield jersey?
Just signed him for 3 years.
Toss some duct tape over that bitch.
No kidding.
You want to move on to comeback player of the year?
Did you see that?
Let's do the rookies. Okay. I got offensive rookie of the year. I think Jaden Daniels is the front runner for me just because his rushing ability. I think he's a much better runner than Caleb Williams, and that will do a big part. And then I got Caleb in second, and I've got Roddy Marv. They don't have a whole lot of weapons in Arizona, so I think he'll have a big rookie season, hopefully.
Yeah, I actually have Harris in first place just because of how well he's gonna be utilized, I think. But I also have Caleb Williams in there just because, like, with the talent around him again, like, there's no way this guy can fail. And if he does, he has to be the biggest bust ever.
That'd be a darn shame. What you got, Eric?
I'm gonna do Jaden Daniels first. I think he's gonna have a good season. Commanders, and then I do Marvin Harrison second, and I don't want to say it, but I guess Caleb Williams. I don't think Bo Nix is better than Caleb Williams. So
even if he is, like, he just doesn't have the offense. I mean, when you have an offense that good, like, you're gonna put up numbers one way or another. Good or bad.
He has to go in there.
It's just gonna happen.
I'll put him in there last.
So you take the trip to Lambeau Field, brother, and they put the hurting on you, brother. Defensive rookie of the year. This one's a little harder for me. I have Nate Wiggins from the corner from Clemson at the Ravens. I think a big part of that, I might be overthinking it, but a lot of these guys are defensive ends, like the front runners for defensive rookie of the year. There are a lot of defensive ends on bad teams. So when you're going against a bad team, you're probably not going to throw the ball as much because you're not going to have to. And a lot of defensive end stats are obviously based off sacks and pressures and stuff like that. So I think Nate Wiggins is going to get thrown at a lot. One, because he's a rookie. Two, because anybody playing the Ravens is probably going to have to throw the ball a lot. Then I got Dallas Turner with the Vikings and Javon Bullard with the Packers. I think he cracked some fucking skulls this year, I'm not going to lie. Get some turnovers. We need a big safety. We need him and Xavier McKinney are going to probably be the best safety tandem we've had in quite a while.
I also have Nate Wiggins for similar things that you said, but I also think because of how good the AFC North is going to be, there's going to be a lot more lights on people that shine, and I think playing a cornerback, like you said, you can't run the ball as well on the Ravens as you can on the other teams in the AFC North. So I think a lot more teams will pass against them. And I just think because of how talented the AFC North is going to be, that's going to correlate to just having more cameras on the kid. So I just feel like how I said with Max Crosby, he's going to put more limelight on him. Same thing's going to happen with Nate Wiggins. So I think he's a lock for the Defense Player of the Year for rookies.
A lock? Uh-oh. A lock?
I don't really know any rookie defensive players. So.
Go ahead and say Nate Wiggins.
I'm gonna actually I agree with both of you. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Nate Wiggins as well. Everything you guys basically said, I don't have to say it because I don't want to repeat.
Paste.
I don't want to repeat everything you guys are saying. It's
Eric, I love that about you, man. I agree with you 100%. Let's move on to comeback player of the year, huh, Ryan? I know
comeback player of the year.
Skip you?
I mean, if you think it's anybody other than these two, I think you're smoking something.
Okay.
I think it's Burrow or Rodgers. I think if either of them play half as good as they are,
Kirko Chains, brother.
He was
he's on the same pedestal. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Burrow or Rodgers. Those are my two. I don't think it's relatively close.
I got Burrow as well. I just
You got Daniel Jones.
Maybe Aaron Rodgers because he got hurt literally 3 snaps after. So yeah, I go Aaron Rodgers.
It's going to be a big story all season now. He's back and yeah.
I got that dog, Nick Chubb, baby.
After
Chubb.
From
y'all see him squat 585?
Yeah, and he's not going to play till minimum week 5. So
what's that mean?
He's going to win that off 12
They
games.
almost gave comeback player of the year to a guy that didn't even play.
Who? Oh, he didn't win it though.
But he almost did.
DeMar Ham sandwich.
He almost did. How they gonna give it to a guy that's about to go 8-9 and not even make the playoffs? How they gonna give it to another guy that's gonna get hurt again? There's only one logical answer here, gentlemen, and that's Nick Chubb.
Go ahead, put your money on it then.
It's already in.
Like your bookie?
No, I just did that one myself.
$10 pot?
I bet our fantasy earnings on it, so whatever that is.
Speaking of bets, I don't know about you guys, I'll probably give out a few next week when we do the week 1 predictions and stuff like that. I might throw a couple out there that I like.
And again, we don't recommend gambling to anyone out there.
I do.
If you
bet every dollar you have.
Are having troubles gambling, go to 1-800-GAMBLING.
Can't win if you don't
you
bet.
solve your problems. This podcast is not peer pressure.
Before the pod, we are locked to be sponsored by Prize Picks again this year.
No, Prize Picks isn't legal in Ohio, but yeah. Use code taped up 50 for a 50% deposit match.
Yeah, you actually Venmo us the 50% and we'll Venmo you back 100. So then you get the 50%. But my Venmo doesn't work sometimes, so make sure you Venmo me.
Okay. Any other closing thoughts, gentlemen?
The Cleveland Browns, I would lose all my bets for the Cleveland Browns to win a playoff game this year.
You think Jameis Winston becomes a starter at any point?
No.
Probably. I don't know. I think it was Saturday, I saw a thing that somebody said that Deshaun Watson's arm is shot. And then today on my way back from my run, I got an update that said he's better than he's ever looked. So
yeah, they said that
I'll believe it when I see
since
it.
being in Cleveland. They did say since being in Cleveland. It wasn't ever, but so yeah. man. Whoever can hand the football off, I'm happy. We don't do that in Cleveland, right? We'll average 7 yards a carry, but we're not handing the football off.
Who else does that? Ryan Day.
And we'll talk more about college next week. And that scumbag
If
Ryan
Ohio
Day.
State doesn't win the Natty this year, somebody's getting hurt.
If he doesn't beat Michigan, somebody's getting hurt. Anyways, we'll talk about this next week. Cause that'll be a good.
That does it for our first episode of being back with Taped Up. Ryan had to go on his 8-month hiatus.
I promise we will not quit 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. I promise.
We will
I don't
not
have
quit.
any faith in these guys, but I got y'all.
We are back.
One thing I will not do is NBA season, so that's up to T-Mac and Ryan, by the way. So
We'll probably just skip NBA.
I think I'm cool on NBA.
We'll probably just do NFL, and then come the end of the season, we'll do like fun shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for our first new installment.
Season 2.
Season 2, EP.1.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for season 2 of the Taped Up podcast. Again, I'm your host, Tristan. We're here with Eric and Ryan. Justin Herbert sucks. The Browns are winning the Super Bowl. The Packers are going to blow. And we're going to see y'all next week for week 1 of the NFL predictions.
Peace out.
Peace out.